Alright guys, day 9, part 2. Now, I know in the last video I briefly touched upon stealth wealth and how I want to practice that. And I know that the main channel video is pretty long. I mean, you can watch it if you want. Please watch it. It's gonna help the channel if you have the time, of course. But anyways, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown of what stealth wealth is. It's going to be really short so that hopefully you guys get an idea of it, and if you're interested I can definitely make more content about it. But anyways, stealth wealth is basically being rich and unknown. That's basically it. You make your money, you tell basically no one about how you make your money. Let's say you're a doctor, for example. If you're a doctor, everyone just assumes that you're rich. So that's probably not a good idea. But let me come with a better example. Let's just say you're an investor and an entrepreneur, and you make 9 figures, right? 9 figures is $100 million plus, which is an insane amount of money. But let's say you make 9 figures, or you're worth over 9 figures, right? And so someone asks you what you do for a living, you just tell them, I'm an investor. I make a decent amount of money. It's enough to take care of my expenses, and you put it like that. You don't say, this year I expect to make $34 million in cash from my investment portfolio, which I'm planning on reinvesting next year, hopefully to cross 50 million. Even if that's what you're actually doing, you don't tell people that. Even if it's something that you want to share with them. And I know money is a touchy subject for most people, and that most people don't like talking about it. But stealth wealth doesn't just mean you don't talk about how much money you make or how you make it. It also means that you don't flaunt your wealth. It also means that you don't flaunt your wealth. And what that means, unfortunately, that means it's not really unfortunate. I mean, if you think about it. But what that means is no buying super fancy materialistic items and showing them off to other people. So that means you don't go and buy $1 million watch and then wear it in public and let people know that you're filthy rich. Don't buy a Lamborghini and drive around in public and let people know that you're filthy rich. Now, I know that kind of sucks, but here's the beauty of it. If you're filthy rich, if you're extremely abundantly wealthy, you have time and location freedom, complete independence, complete autonomy. That in itself is the greatest gift that money can give you. But apart from that, if no one knows that you make a lot of money, then you get the best of both worlds. It's think about being a celebrity, right? What are the pros of being a celebrity? You get access to a lot of opportunities. You make a shit ton of money. You get an expansive network and whatnot. But what are the cons of being a celebrity? You have almost no privacy. People will definitely resent you for some of your views. People will hold a grudge against you just because you make a lot of money, and they'll treat you differently. They'll treat you in a certain way. People will always be looking to take advantage of you because they know you have a lot of money. Your relationships will most likely just be superficial connections. You'll just have acquaintances. You won't have actual true friends. If you notice, most celebrities, if you pay attention to that kind of stuff, I mean, I don't actually read any celebrity tabloids or magazines, but I have, this is more like an assumption, but anyways, what I've noticed from occasionally reading the news is that most celebrities, really good best friends, aren't other celebrities. They're usually people that they grew up with or that they knew before they became famous, because they're the only people that they think they can trust. And that's a valid argument, because once you become famous, once people know of your wealth and your success, and what you can do for them, essentially, they're just going to be there to, it's not going to be a true friendship. It's just going to be a transaction-based relationship, a transaction of value. And although there's nothing wrong with that, that's great, networking and whatnot, everyone wants to have at least a few close, true friends that you can just hang out with and be yourself with, and not have to worry about them just hanging out with you for your money or for your fame or whatnot, right? And so, practicing stealth wealth, you get all of the pros, all the benefits of being a celebrity through building wealth, building long-term wealth, sustaining it, and you don't get any of the cons or the drawbacks of being a celebrity, which is the invasion of privacy, people mistreating you, resentment. If people know you have a lot of money, you also happen to be targets of crime, kidnapping, ransom, why do celebrities have bodyguards in the crowd? Like, it's not just to push away like fans who are looking for autographs. It's to actually protect them, because they can have attempts made on their life and death threats and whatnot. And it gets serious. And so if you are rich, if you are extremely and abundantly wealthy, and you are unknown, that's the best possible combination you can have, because that is true autonomy. You don't have to worry about anyone targeting you, but at the same time, you have the means to protect yourself if you need to. And I'm not just talking about like, although I think everyone should learn self-defense, and every guy should learn self-defense. Like, I have learned self-defense in the past, and I want to get back to it. But I'm not talking about that in this context specifically. I mean, if you need to hire private security, like, you have the ability to with the belt if you ever need it, but you likely won't, because no one knows that you make a lot of money. You'll just be like a regular person to most people, and because they don't know about how much money you make, they won't treat you or see you differently, and they'll treat you like a normal human being. And that's usually something that most celebrities, most famous people want. They want to be treated like regular people, because they're just sick of being treated like people that are put on pedestals, or people that others can just take advantage of to get ahead in life. So that's basically like the way practicing stealth mode would take a lot longer to explain, but that's basically stealth mode in one line: being abundantly, extremely wealthy, and being unknown to the general public. That's true autonomy. Autonomy is a combination of financial freedom, and anonymity. If you are anonymous, if no one knows about you, about your finances and whatnot, and you make a crap load of money, that's the best thing you could possibly ask for, and that's my goal, which is the primary reason as to why I don't reveal my face or much about my identity on this channel. It's not because I'm camera shy. It's just because I value my privacy that much, because I want to practice stealth wealth. I know in the long run, it's gonna make it so that I lead a better life. I know it. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you found that somewhat valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.